All we got is us, look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. All we got is us, look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome to Bucket for Bucket Podcast. I am your host, Rem. Game 1 in the NBA Finals is in the books. Denver takes it 104-93. They smoked Miami. Yeah, that score sounds close, but they were up by as much as 21 points. And they definitely went to work on those Miami Heat boys. Out in the mile high, out with the high altitude. They did their thing. But before we get into it, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with a friend, turn on your notifications for Bucket Podcast. Again, I am your host, Rem. You can follow me at Real Remedy Music on all platforms and follow us at B4 Bucket Podcast on all platforms. Game 1 in the books, man. NBA Finals. Welcome. We are in Denver for the NBA Finals, and we seen Nikola Jokic put up another triple-double. I believe he is the first person since Jason Kidd to record a triple-double in their first NBA Finals experience. And wow, he was no slouch. A little bit about Jokic tonight. Let's talk about his numbers. He had 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 14 assists. He had those 10 assists in the first half. Miami looked like they kind of knew what to do in the second half with cutting those assists out, but he looked really good. Again, 27, 10, and 14 assists, leading in triple-doubles in playoff history. Shot 50% from over 50% from the field. He shot 8 for 12. He wasn't really that aggressive offensively, but one thing that I like about Joker, he's unselfish and he lets the game come to him. Now his running mate Jamal Murray followed up with 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. He too. That is huge when your two superstars are out there and they combine for 24 assists. That's huge. Your center with 14 dimes, and then your point guard, as he should, with 10 assists and a high effective night. And he's shooting phenomenal from the free throw line. I feel like Jamal Murray should just live there because he's scoring. He's shooting like over 90-something%. He's missed like 5 free throws this whole playoffs. It's been amazing. Supporting cast looked great. Aaron Gordon, he took full advantage, not only defending Jimmy Butler, helping defend Jimmy Butler, but he was also aggressive offensively, something that you haven't seen from Aaron Gordon at all these playoffs. But shout out to Aaron Gordon because he's solidifying himself as a solid defender in this NBA. He had to deal with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. I forgot who else they seen first round, but they've been pretty good. He's been pretty decent with what he has to do, what he's been asked to do, and they can't ask for more. KCP, he was mic'd up tonight, and you saw like his what is that? His veteran presence, how much his veteran presence is felt and how much it's needed. He brought that experience that he got from the Lakers, and he's out in the mile high, and he's doing the damn thing. Those boys are listening. It's going to be tough to beat this team. If you're Miami, it's going to be extremely tough to beat this team. Speaking about Miami real quick, I'm not going to lie to you. We was all speaking about it. We said that Joker was going to dominate. He didn't necessarily dominate offensively, had a triple-double, but we just felt that he was going to dominate Bam Adebayo, and he did not necessarily dominate Bam. Bam had an amazing game tonight, but he's going to need to continue to do this for this entire series if this is going to work out. He had 26 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. He almost flirted with a triple-double himself. I think Bam Adebayo needs to continue this intensity. Kyle Lowry, one of the role players, he scored 11 points off the bench, hit 3 threes, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Huge. Gabe Vincent, 19 points, followed up with 5 threes and 5 assists. Huge play. Highsmith off the bench, played 23 minutes, scored 18 points. I'm going to get into that in a second because we got to speak about adjustments and everything like that. But the other undrafted players, you guys on ESPN are so funny and all your sites because the whole playoffs, we praising Miami, undrafted this, undrafted that, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Max Strus, so-and-so, and then they have one bad game and y'all are ready to turn on them. Y'all ready to turn on them, man. Way too early, man. It's way too early. The recency bias is crazy. but it's way too early to turn on them. This is their first NBA Finals, I believe. And you know, like, they got to get into that rhythm. They in the mile high. They got to get into the rhythm, and we got to be patient with them. But also, they do need to knock down shots. I felt like a lot of their shots weren't even like, it was like Denver playing great defense. Miami missed a lot of open shots. They missed a lot of capable shots that they've been hitting all playoffs. So they're going to need to turn it up a little and make sure that they start knocking down those shots. But Caleb Martin and Max Strus, they were 1 for 17 from the field. 1 for 17. Caleb Martin being 1 of 7 and Max Strus 0 of 10. You know, that's not going to work for the Miami Heat to win. We're going to need the Caleb Martin and Max Strus of the previous series in order for the Miami Heat to go ahead and win this thing. Then Jimmy Butler or Justice Winslow. I don't know who I saw tonight, but Jimmy Butler, you got to get it together. This NBA Finals, there's no reason why you should be putting up like 14 shots or 16. However much shots you put up them buckets. The same type of energy and aggressiveness you came on the offensive side against the Milwaukee Bucks is what I expect to see from Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler only had 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He played very, very passive. He says something, he didn't care who gets final MVP. He just wants the Larry O'Brien. But I think I saw that way too much. He needs to be a little bit selfish and be more aggressive in order for the Miami Heat to win. He's going to have to be a Herculean performance from you, Jimmy Butler, in order for the Heat to win. And as far as adjustments, I'm here, I'm talking to you guys. There's a reason why I'm not an NBA coach. I'm just going to give you my perspective. I know Eric Spoelstra, as I said on my last episode, he's the best coach in the NBA right now, in my opinion. And he's going to have to make adjustments. Some of the adjustments I would like to see, I thought he would lean on Kevin Love a little bit more. I thought he'd lean on Kyle Lowry a little bit more, as those are your veterans with NBA Finals experience. I'm not saying Kevin Love is going to stop anybody defensively, but rebounding, passing the ball, getting that outlet pass, and also the 3-ball, you can count on Kevin Love. He should be playing more in this series. He should be playing. He definitely should be playing. I know he was taken out of the Boston series, but prior to that, he's been doing what he needed to do just to help y'all get here. So don't fall asleep on Kevin Love yet. Highsmith. I would start Highsmith. I would consider starting Highsmith. Take Max Strus out of there. And, you know, consider starting Highsmith. The Zeller guy, the center, he don't need to be playing the series at all. I would pull out Yurt-7 before I get the Zeller kid. No reason. Make Kevin Love be your backup center if you don't want to play big. But again, I'm not telling Spo what to do. Spo has history. His last 2 NBA Finals that he won, his teams did lose game 1, and he went on to win. So this could be one of their ploys. And another thing too, the last 2 NBA Finals champions actually lost game 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that they lost game 1. So don't cry yet, Miami. Again, I still believe that this series after 4 games is going to be 2-2, because I think both teams are going to do their thing on their home court. But when it really gets serious is game 5. Let me know what you think. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. Denver, the high. Yo, I ain't hear. I've never heard too much about that high altitude in Denver. You see Chuck and Grant Hill with oxygen masks and stuff like that. I've never heard this before. I guess because Denver has never made it this far, but we're hearing a lot more about it. And we'll see how the Miami Heat do. But that's all I have for y'all. I'm your boy Rem. This is Bucket for Bucket Podcast. Please do enjoy the NBA Finals. If you got anything, please do drop a comment. Hit me up. Follow, subscribe. I ain't begging no, but I'm going to see y'all on the flip. Peace.
All we got is us look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. All we got is us look down the bench like it's championship or bust. Next man up. Yeah, the strong survive, the will to rise. Get rich or die. I kill for mine. Look in my eyes. Get out the lane. You see the drive. If this a game of Thrones for Throne, that make me catch a bone. I'm cold. My name is Stone. Born winner. Now all you gotta do is trust. Look at the bench. Yo, the championship a must. We like next man up. Yo, they ain't training hard as me. Those 2 a days I hardly sleep. Suicides in 3 to